Hello everyone! I've been away for a little while getting married and dealing with the ongoing process of purchasing a new house. So stay tuned for that. We should hopefully be moving sometime quite soon and we will have a lot of projects in this new house that I think will be great for YouTube. Today I'm going to show you my remake of this pair of pine bedsides. These are pretty commonplace in a lot of homes and on Facebook Marketplace, so I'm hoping it's really good inspiration for any of you guys who might have them lying around. These are in good condition and they're pretty clean, so that's a really good start. I'm not quite sure why I thought I'd embark on this in the dark, but hey, I guess that's a fair bit of England early in the year, which is when this was filmed. Anyway, I sanded everything pretty thoroughly out in the cold dark with the dog for company, as you can see. I removed the plain pine handles from the drawer fronts and set them aside. I actually keep all of these from all of my projects and I haven't yet found anything clever to do with them. So if anyone has any bright ideas, please let me know in the comments below because I'm getting quite a collection. The next thing I did was sand those drawer fronts now that the handles had been removed, and then I went over the feet with a sanding sponge, which is really good actually for curved edges and tricky to reach places. After everything was completely sanded, I cleaned it all with a diluted solution of sugar soap. This is a limited edition colour from Dixie Belle called Juniper. It is now one of my new favourites. I absolutely love it. I thought about leaving the tops bare wood. As you can see, I've sanded them down quite thoroughly and I'm painting around the edges, but when it came to it, I actually didn't like the look, so I painted over them. I do quite often use a mister bottle of water while I'm painting, especially if I'm looking for a really silky finish. Not really a morning person. I like making sure even the backs and the underneath of each of my pieces are really nice and neat. I once in the early days sold a piece to somebody, and as we were lifting it up and putting it in the boot of their car, you could see kind of the messy edges on the underneath. And they were totally happy and like didn't say anything, but I just really didn't like that it didn't look as professional and tidy as I thought it should. So now I try really hard to make sure I get a really professional finish from every angle. This is a decoupage paper from Décopatch. I buy their papers through Amazon, so I'll pop a link to this one and one to the Dixie Belle paint colour as well in the description box below. I thought that the bright peacock would really set off the juniper colour and just give a nice little hidden detail on the sides of the drawers. I cut the pieces roughly to size, a little bigger than I'll need, and then I used Modpodge Decoupage glue to stick it to the sides of the drawers, and then smooth out the creases with my Decoupage brush.
One more side to go. I've actually never decoupaged in the runners on the sides of drawers before, so this is a bit of an experiment. I can tell you already, if your drawers are sticky on their runners at all, don't do it. I did know already that these were pretty loose and slid really well on their runners, so I wasn't too worried about that. I think the technique that I've landed on is to glue one part and stick it down, then glue in the runner, then stick it down, and then glue the final part. Rather than on the first drawer side, I covered the whole thing with glue, and I think that's too fiddly. So that is, yeah, that's the technique I've landed on so far, but it is in no way perfect. I would love to tell you that these are gonna look like they've all been done with the same level of proficiency, but I don't think they are. Okay, just let them dry properly now. And then we're gonna go in with my little sanding block sponge and just sand the edges so that we can pull off the excess really neatly. What do you think? Does it look good? Does it look good? Tell you what.
So the last thing I'm going to do to the drawer sides is apply this wax finish varnish from Polyvine. Again, I'll link the product in the description below in case you want to try it. It's pretty cool. It gives you like that really nice wax finish, but it's a lot more hard wearing and protective than a hard wax. I've also been experimenting recently with these little foam brushes and getting really good results. I've been using them to apply top coats and sealants, and they give me a much smoother and less streaky finish than a normal brush.
Shut up, Nick!
Once the sides of the drawers were done, I did the same thing over the bodies of the bedsides. The paint from Dixie Belle is pretty hard wearing, but bedside tables tend to be very high traffic with cups of coffee and water and getting knocked by the bed, so I'm putting an extra layer of protection on these. I got these cute little gold hammered handles from Zara, so I'm just going to attach them to the drawer fronts. And this was the final step, so I'm going to give you a little reminder of where we started. And this is the finished result. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it kind of inspired you if you do have any of these little pine bedsides lying around, or maybe you're going to have a hunt on Facebook Marketplace and upcycle something yourself. Anyway, it's great to be back with you guys, and make sure you stay tuned. Hit like if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. There's loads more content coming soon, and as I said, we should be within a couple of months in a new location with some really cool interiors projects to get started on, as well as the furniture. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.